In this lesson, fourth lesson in addiction, we look at unemployment. And don't really need to say what is unemployment. We know what that is. And so we also look at socioeconomic status and why unemployment and low socioeconomic status or poverty are a risk for addiction. Reviewing Rat Park. Could they create a visual illustration of it? Again, we always like to review at the beginning. And here's a short animated movie that reviews Rat Park. Okay, so this is Chalk Talk. This is reviewing some of the key findings and the explanations from yesterday's. Again, this is in another example. Sometimes I feel like if I haven't physically explained it, I haven't taught it. So sometimes I just like those slides in there for my own peace of mind. All right, some stats on unemployment and socioeconomic status and how they're a risk for addiction. And then we get into this. I think this is a really good, just the first 90 seconds shows opioids, unemployment, small towns, and how this can be a risk for opioid addiction. I'd stop it at 136 because if you carry on watching, I think it gives away the next part. Why do you think employment and poverty risk for addiction? How do we measure socioeconomic status? That's the whole point of this activity. There's space in the workbooks for them to write that down. We could explain the basic correlational studies that show they're linked. This is pretty basic. We currently design activities around this, but then we get into, okay, we can design the activity around the why. Okay, so why would socioeconomic status be connected to addiction? And give them a clue. Okay, and then we can talk. And so you've got high levels of stress, you've got diet, you've got a couple of factors there that could help students explain the link between unemployment and opioid abuse or substance abuse. Okay, and there's space for notes. And I used to think 15 minutes was enough time for students to focus in class, and I since learned actually anything over 8 is probably pretty good for homework. This is a TED Talk, Harry's TED Talk on everything you think you know about addiction, and there'll be mystery questions tomorrow. It's quite a good watch, although I know he's take it all, not a grain of salt, but there's a few issues around his work, I think, but it's a good watch for students nonetheless. Okay, next lesson, we look at pain and the brain.